There we go.
We're here today to serve as the articles of freedom. Here's a transmittal letter from you.
Okay.
All right, this is the work product of the Continental Congress from 2009. Sure. Jim Getman right here is one of the delegates.
Hi.
Mike Angelos was a delegate as well, Continental Congress, and we're the people of Iowa. We would like the governor to take these articles of freedom under consideration. They're remedial instructions for our state legislators and our federal legislators.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. I'm going to talk to Cindy.
Certificate of service.
Okay.
What is your name, dear?
Cindy, C-I-N-D-Y.
Thank you very much.
Last name is Dillon, D-I-L-L-I-N. Yeah, two L's.
Welcome.
Hi.
N-E-R.
Are you Molly?
I am.
Molly. I think I spoke to you on the phone. I'm Todd McGreevy.
Yes, yes, you did.
Governor Culver.
We both work together very well.
Excellent. Excellent. All right. Well, I'll leave you all a couple of summaries too. Just so the staff can bone up on what we're talking about, because there is quite a bit of information here. This is an introduction from Bob Schultz of We the People Foundation. That's in the governor's copy as well. The declaration and resolves of the Congress, and then it goes into the 14 violations of the Constitution. Okay, it cites the reference of the violation, what the violation is, the instructions to our federal legislators. We had a representative from Grassley's office attend today, Boswell's office. We're going to go down to Harkin's office next and deliver these. Okay. This is happening nationwide at all 50 state capitals right now as we speak. We had a ceremony and presentation on the West Campus at 2 o'clock, and that happened nationwide. So this is all going down at one time. So you can see there's sovereignty, constitutional laws, petition for redress, militia and firearms, privacy, private property, juries, income tax, foreign policy, money, public debt, war powers, and eligibility. So there's quite a bit these are copies for your staff. It's all on the internet, as you can imagine. Okay? This is his formal copy. Okay. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and fill this out. Do you expect the governor in this week at all?
I would assume so, but I'm not in charge of his schedule.
Okay. All right.
It's a nice day to be outside.
We've got quite an exercise today already.
Yeah.
Can you explain to us folks how the addresses are different?
For what?
Right here is, are we at 1007 East Creek?
Yeah, the whole Capitol, the entire Capitol complex is what happens.
We're just going around in circles.
Or the Capitol
The
building
whole
is
building
one
itself, yeah.
But wasn't the address for Kibbe different?
Yes.
I didn't know. Yeah, it was. It was weird.
Oh, I don't know what he would have, because his office is right upstairs.
That's weird.
Huh.
What time is it right now? About 4 o'clock? We got the time?
There's a clock.
It's 3:58, so yeah.
Cool. Okay. Excellent. Well, that's all we need, Cindy. I really do appreciate your attention to this. I'm ready for an attitude adjustment. It's been a long day. I'll leave you guys some Articles of Freedom cards as well. That way you guys can, and the staff, I'm sure he's got a lot of people going to help him. And if there's any questions that we can answer, here is a news release with my contact information on it. And you'll notice that there's the 3 delegates and their phone numbers as well.
Great.
Okay?
I'm happy to do that for you.
Thank you, dear.
Thank you.
Appreciate it
You just have a
very
good
much.
rest of your day.
We will.
Alrighty.
Office of Governor
Thank you.
Culver, Lieutenant Governor Judge, may I help you?
Don't talk.
No.
Huh?
Too many gadgets going on.
New World Order.
Oh, yeah.
Congressman Boswell.
Todd, Dave Campbell.
Hi, Dave. Pleasure to meet you.
My pleasure.
I'm in here from the Quad Cities, actually, Davenport. This is Mike Angelos and Jim Getman.
Hi.
Both were delegates at the Continental Congress that was convened
Okay.
last fall. We have a document for Representative Boswell called
Okay.
Articles of Freedom. We'd like to present that to him, please.
Absolutely.
We appreciate you receiving that. And on the inside here, there's a transmittal letter on the cover there, if you
Okay.
will. Some other folks that showed up at today's ceremony in front of the state capitol also signed the transmittal letter. We had a rededication of the Constitution and a reading of
I think Ted Tran was down
he
there
was
for a
there,
while.
but then he left because we would have handed this to him after the ceremony, as everybody had to leave for some reason. So we
unfortunately
appreciate
have-
his effort to try. So
You bet.
anyway, this is the articles here, if you will.
Mhm.
And at the front we have the cover page, and then we have the summary because there's quite a bit of information. So
You
there's
bet.
14 areas of violation. They all are documented here. This is the work product of this is actually the evidence within the Articles of Freedom is from the petitions for redress of grievance. that we the people, many tens of thousands of people have petitioned the federal government at the highest levels for relief and a response to these violations, and each time they've been told no standing by the U.S. courts. So yes, every time. And so what the courts are saying is your injury, Mr. Plaintiff or Mrs. Plaintiff, as an individual is no greater or more significant than anybody else's injury. Take it up with Congress. And Congress says take it up with the courts. And it just goes back and forth and back and forth. And no relief is procured, okay?
Yep.
The last 10 words of the First Amendment are, the government shall not infringe on our right to petition for redress of grievance, and those have not been resolved, all right? So this is the next step for free people. These are instructions. The delegates convene for 11 days. They review the evidence from the petitions of redress of grievance for all of these violations, documenting that in fact these violations are happening in America and that our government has violated their oath of office at the highest levels of both administrations of all political stripes, and that we need to remedy these things. And these are the instructions. So you see that the format is, there's the article, the reference, the violation. These are instructions to our federal legislators, states, and civic actions that people can take. This is a very brief summary, and all the details are inside here, table of contents and so forth, all right?
All right.
All right, excellent. And I'm going to leave you with an extra summary copy, so, you know, in fact, I have a couple.
All right.
And a news release in case you want to get a hold of me or something. And we are just documenting the certificates of service for posterity. And
That's fine.
your name is, what again, Dave?
Dave, D-A-V-E.
Campbell?
Campbell, C-A-M-P-B-E-L-L.
Excellent.
I'm one of 4 district representatives,
Okay.
one of 4, of the 3rd congressional district. This is the 3rd congressional district.
Right. Okay. So you are an elected person, or you're a staffer for
No,
Boswell?
I'm a staffer for Boswell.
Okay.
The way that works
Yeah.
is, he has 12 counties,
I got you.
and there's 2 of us in Polk County because it's the largest and
I
most
got you.
populated.
Okay.
Then we have a southeast and a
Okay.
northeast.
Okay. Cool. Well, that's what I need there, so I'll fill that out to go in. And
Not a
I'll give
problem.
you guys a
Let me,
news release as well.
I'll give you a card, or
Okay. Did Ted have any feedback for you when he came back?
actually, he was in and out so quick,
Yeah.
I hardly cleared this.
Okay.
He didn't make much of a comment.
All right.
Here's one of my cards. On there is also my email address in case you have something else that comes up later.
Greatly appreciate it.
Anybody else?
Sure.
Okay,
And then lastly, I'll do this. I will leave you with,
okay.
okay, so you had the
We'll keep it
formal,
together.
you had the
Yep.
formal version for Mr.
Yep.
Boswell, right? There's a summary. I'm going to leave you 3 summaries. That way
Okay.
some staffers can check it out as well. It's all online, heavily
Yeah.
annotated and so forth. Here's the news release that went out to the media today as well, okay?
Okay.
And that's my contact information if you want to get a hold of me. And then you'll notice on the transmittal letter.
Is there a phone number
Yep,
and
right
email
there.
address?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
yep.
You'll notice on the transmittal letter that 2 of the 3 delegates have signed it, and they're their phone numbers as well. So you
Okay,
have 3
yep.
constituents in Iowa that you can contact directly should you have any questions regarding the document. We hope he has a chance to review it, and our staff has a chance to
Okay,
review it, because...
I just have,
Yes, sir, I'm all ears.
one other question or suggestion in
Please.
the future. Obviously, Congressman Boswell represents the 3rd congressional district,
Mm-hmm.
and if you could identify,
Mm-hmm.
as you have delegates or petitioners, what congressional district they're from.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, during various other parts
Sure.
of this whole process, we've gotten calls from California and Texas and New Orleans, and,
Okay.
I mean, he's,
We might not be
Congressman
comparing
Bar-
apples to apples, actually, because you know what, to be totally fair to the process,
Mm-hmm.
this isn't a petition.
okay,
It's actually instructions.
okay.
Okay, from Iowans, and I granted it, understood. Braley's my rep, I live on the east
Yeah,
side.
and I'm
We're- they're-
not twisting your tail on
I
that,
know,
I'm
I
just
understand.
suggesting.
No, it's fair.
That it's.
We will make sure that some constituents that live in his district phone up and ask him to take a look.
That's what I'm telling you.
Yes, sir.
That's gonna make the most,
All right.
that's gonna make the
All right.
most impact.
Perfect.
Is
Thank
if
you.
people from his district are in support of what you're doing.
Makes total sense. We appreciate your help, Dave.
Thank you.
All right.
Take care.
Now, do you know any Dave Campbell?
To his Creston, Iowa office. We're sending it to Representative Dave Losbeck. A transmittal letter to his Cedar Rapids office. And we're sending it to Representative Tom Latham to his Ames office. Right, gentlemen? And there's Ted. He's
Pick up my-
he's stalking us. We're checking all the boxes, Ted.
Good.
Yep.
Yeah, very accurate.
We're making this happen. This is happening nationwide all at the same time.
Yep.
So we're hoping there's some buzz and these folks actually read the document. lot of work went into it.
Fill out your address, where it's going.